Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. This time we'll be doing alliance because you can actually use Marla in your main team, and that's what I want to show off today. This alliance is only one team required, does the entire wave 1 to 60 just using one team, which makes it really easy to just pop open, just do something else, come back and claim your rewards. So let's get right into the team, shall we? So, the team is as follows: Marla sauce cookie with her candy, Stardust. If you don't have Stardust due to its horrible banner, you can use either of these with the toppings shown on screen, and they will do fine as well. They might be a little bit slower, but it's still something you can use anyway. Moonlight, then Squid Ink with their candy of course as well, and then Cream Puff with her candy, which I do recommend to be at least level 10 or above. So, let's get right into it. First, Marla sauce. I would like to clarify that a level 10 candy is not entirely required. Also, I just noticed I've done this entire thing without a skill leveled. How fun. You don't need a level 10 candy necessarily, but it will make her survive a lot better, so I do recommend it. Anything higher is not necessarily needed. 30 of course is very good, but it only boosts fire type damage, which will only be her own damage in this case. But let's get right into the toppings. So, Marla sauce will be running a full cooldown with a good focus on damage resist sub so that she doesn't die. If needed, you can add like an almond, 1 or 2 here and there. That could work as well. And then, Stardust. I will actually be using 3 attack and 2 crit for him, because with the boost of Marla giving crit and Whistle giving crit, he has plenty of crit that he doesn't need to run full crit. So we can swap that out with some attack pieces instead. But I do recommend a bit of damage resist if you need it. I don't actually need that much, so I only have 8%. And if you can get it 8% cooldown, just makes him go more often, which is very helpful. Then, Moonlight. Moonlight will be running on full cooldown. Try to get as much cooldown as you can get. I don't actually need her to have much DR either, but I definitely recommend it if you're struggling to survive. Then, Squid Ink. I do tell you that you have to get that candy, and especially a level 10 candy at least, because otherwise you will need DR subs if required. But I don't actually need them, so I'm actually using my Abyss set for them, which is a lot of cooldown, a lot of attack speed, but that's not needed. Just run 3 attack, 2 crit. Try to get cooldown, but it's not a requirement. Just focus on attack and crit subs. Then, Cream Puff. I completely forgot her name for a second. You can also get cooldown on her if needed, but I don't have it. I just focused on damages for her because I didn't want her to die, because she's the only source of healing in this team. If you have a very high Cream Puff candy, you can even run 2 attack and 3 crit, but I'm just running full crit for convenience. Then, the treasures. I will be running Clock. If you have the Epic Clock at a max level, it has to be max level, then you can use that instead, but I unfortunately don't have that. Then, Scroll. And Whistle. If you have a lower level Whistle, then you can also use Sight instead. I have seen some luck with Sight, but I prefer the Whistle for the extra attack percent and damage resist it gives to cookies. And yeah, that's the entire team. I will only be using one team for this entire run, which makes it super easy. And this entire run is done in like 3 minutes. So it makes it a lot faster than Alliance used to be. So let's get right into it, shall we? And there we go. Alliance cleared in exactly 3 minutes. And the fact that this is only one team is you can easily just set this up, leave it going, come back, and have 2 wonderful chests to open.
What?
Very, very little effort do we need it. And of course, keep in mind, if you don't have Stardust, you can also use Macaron. And if you don't want to use Mala Sauce, you can also just use Donut, whatever cooldown set instead. But that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye!